wearing a green nose mask today, which makes me feel and look entirely different. But then I've not rubbed this veil properly. Just to have it back. I did this thing on my TikTok last week where I wore something blue throughout the week, and people started suggesting new colors. So I'm going with purple through this week. If you're seeing any other color on this gown, is your eye. You need eye surgery because this is purple. Okay. Okay. They gave us this nose mask in the lab that day, but I think I'm going to stick to black. I used to use this before, like secondary school, I think. But the started using the black, I love it. But I have fear for finishing school. Let me explain. I want to finish school. But when you start NYC and everything,
the money is top. Yes.
over to you. Today feels like Thursday.
Even.
Eat. You got it on your first try.
No, you also need to try to be able to see the veins, to feel the veins properly, so that it's distributed.
Cool weather, cool environment. Day 3 of the week and day 3 of wearing purple for a week. My phone battery is so low. I don't know how today's vlogging will be. I pray light is good. Here, I've arrived on my IT place, so bye. I want to talk about our level of gratitude as humans in whatever situation we find ourselves. It is usually encouraged for you to go to hospital from time to time to visit the sick, even if you don't know anybody, give charity and things like that in hospital. Yeah, I know that, but I haven't done that in years. The last time I even did that was very young, and we just went with like, was it an organization or something? It was a program in a school, something like that, that we went, and then we went for hospital visits. Other times I've been to hospital is either when I am sick or when I go to visit a sick family. but not to, just visit other people, do any charity, or just to appreciate life. Alhamdulillah for our health. So this time, out of nowhere, I found myself going to hospital with my IT colleague, which I mentioned earlier. I was helping a girl out. It was this small girl. She had crisis. She was 12 years old. And then where I was just there. I don't even know how to explain how everything was just happening so fast. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go with you guys. So they directed us to go to Barodiko because that day was the sickle cell day, so that we'll get immediate attention and everything. This is how we went to Barodiko, and I was just looking around. SubhanAllah. We went to the emergency ward, yeah. We were asking for directions and whatnot. And then when we went there, there was this there were these kids, like other parents bringing their kids. If you see how slim and subhanallah, if you see how slim these kids were, like, and then I was just looking at them. I was like, what is going on? And then I asked somebody, and she was like, her son, was your son or daughter, is sickle cell. And I was like, why would you guys do that to a kid? Like, has the awareness not reached you? AS, like the entire thing. Ah, and I remember before we left for hospital, I was talking with my IT colleague, and she was like, "That's why if she's to go on a date, the first thing she would ask isn't what's your favorite color. It won't be do you like sunset or sunrise or whatever people ask on dates. It will be your genotype, because I don't want to hear." We're so in love, we don't want to part ways, we want to get married, and then you are both AS. Like, why would you do that to your kids? It's an amana from Allah, fa. Like, your kids are amana, and I know of rich families that are really, really rich but don't have kids. And they're looking for, they've done all the dua, they've done the fasting, they've done everything, but Allah didn't just bless them with kids. You're blessed with kids, and then like, uh, subhanallah. And then there I also saw different low income earners, like different families that are going through their own things. They may not be sickle cell, they were going through different things, different kids starving, literally starving. And I'm like, subhanallah, we need to be more grateful. Wallahi, we need to be more grateful. And then I think we need to add hospital visits to like things to do maybe monthly or in 2 months for a start, like once in 2 months. If you have money, just go to hospital and like pay some people's bills, because I literally saw a woman crying right in my front and I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. I walked up to them and I was like, what's going on? And I'm so curious about something sometimes. So I just walk up and I'm like, what can I help you? Like, what do I help you do? And I was, ah, and guess how much they were looking for? 20K. Just 20K. My hand is shaking. I don't know why my hand is shaking as I'm talking about this. But just 20K, that was what they were looking for. Like 20K. Somebody would just spend 20K in a few minutes. They were looking for 20K to help out her daughter. And oh, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. We need to be more grateful for our life situation. Wallahi, wallahi. The fact that you have a phone, the fact that you're healthy, the fact that you're sitting on your bed watching this video, or you're sitting on a chair, or you're driving while you're listening to me, anything. Like, Kai, we need to be grateful. Ya Rabbi. May Allah grant them shifa. May Allah grant the girl shifa. And oh, it was a crazy story. I can't give the details. Obviously, it's her private life. And she's a small girl. But there was like nobody to give attention to her. Her parents were not around. Like, oh, it was just crazy. Subhanallah. Hi.